Hi Gemini, and welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia, and today I'm pulling energies and messages for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for what you don't see coming. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, Gemini, then don't worry about it. Just pop over to one of my other videos and check one of your other placements. I'm sure you'll find yourselves in there somewhere. So today we're doing things a little bit differently, Gemini. I am pulling from the Divine Time Oracle deck to begin with. It seems that Spirit wants to talk to the collective in terms of time this week. So I'm just going to let it do what it do and see what it says for you, Gemini. Okay, so what timing message do we have for Gemini then, Spirit, please? Divine Timing Oracle deck, what message do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus? A couple of shuffles for Gemini, please. A couple of shuffles for Gemini. A couple of shuffles for Gemini, please. Okay, one more. This one's coming out. Is that one? Okay. Time has been delayed. Okay, I don't know what that means for you, Gemini. Take it as it resonates, but we're going to jump into the tarot, get a little idea about what the vibe is around time being delayed. Maybe something you were expecting to come in isn't here yet, but it's maybe just reassurance from the universe that it is on its way. Something like that, Gemini. So let's see what's going on. Or maybe it's something you're dealing with where you're aware that the time has been delayed on it. There might be time passing on something you were supposed to do or something you were supposed to produce or create, and maybe it's just going on and on and on. Who knows, Gemini? Do you know who knows? Tarot knows. So let's ask Tarot and see what it says. Okay, what does Gemini need to know about delayed time? What does Gemini need to know about delayed time? Delayed time for Gemini, please. Delayed time. What does Gemini need to know about delayed time? Delayed time, please. Okay. Two of Pentacles, okay. Got the King of Swords and Judgment. Yes, you're waiting on something. You've got an expectation set on something, but it's actually going quite rocky at the moment. I.e., whatever it is you're waiting for, it isn't there. It's something new. If it is something old, it's something that's going to change the direction and where you're going. Judgment. And you're like, yes, okay, this is coming in from maybe my past, or your past, should I say, Gemini. It's like an energy moving towards you, but it's coming from like a different direction. Hang on, I need more information on this, Spirit. Okay, let's take some more cards then. What else do we have here? Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. It involves you and another energy, okay. You're kind of like, I'm standing here on my own, where are they? That kind of vibe. They're there, they're present, they're doing something, they're contributing, but I don't think they're with you in the physical. It's energetical. You feel it, you do. But there's been a change. This isn't usually how you are with this other energy. You're telling me this is a change. Okay, right, let's see. There seems to be a back and forth. There's movement between you, but I'm not seeing it here in the present. And you're saying in the 3D environment, you are by yourself. Okay, right, let's see what's going on going forward for Gemini, please. For Gemini, it's like one of you may have had to have gone off to do something, and then that's why it's kind of keeping you separate. Something like that. Okay. Let's see. The Hanged Man, yeah, you're waiting. The Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. There's a fear that it may never come together. You and another energy. It was like you're supposed to come together at a certain time. It hasn't happened, and as time goes on, you start losing faith that it ever will. But you're willing to still wait and see. I don't see you abandoning ship on this, Gemini, just because things have gotten a bit tough. I don't see that at all. But like your enthusiasm for the whole thing just starts kind of wearing thin the longer you have to wait. And by the looks of it, you have a little bit more waiting to go. One of you has to do something or has been sent to do something. I don't know if that's you or the other energy, but that's what's caused like a distance. There's something else that someone's tending to here. And that's why it's like, well, okay, I'm just by myself then. until this happens. Something like that. Okay, let's jump in and clarify and get some more details. Probably clear things up a bit, Gemini. Can I get the 2 of Pentacles, please? 2 of Pentacles, or maybe whatever it is, you're not even consciously aware of this person or place or whatever it is coming into you, because you've got the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is very much like you kind of, the energy of you kind of minding your business, or at least trying to, while also simultaneously waiting on something. Okay, can I get the 2 of Pentacles, please? 2 of Pentacles. I just don't know if you are consciously aware of you waiting on it or not, so we'll see. Okay, could I get 2 of Pentacles? Yeah, 6 of Cups. There's another soul connection here. 5 of Swords and the Page of Cups. It's like almost one of you's trying to make it better. Like, there, don't worry, it's going to be over soon. I have a feeling that's probably the other energy to you. It's a very apologetic kind of, I know this has caused an issue and I'm sorry, but I have to do it. I think it's towards you rather than you towards them, but you can reverse those roles, and the readings always come out reversed roles all the time. Can I get the King of Swords then, please? I think the King of Swords is going to tell us a little bit more about what this actually is. Yeah, the lovers. Yeah, for sure. This is an important connection. The 6 of Pentacles. You're normally together a lot. The Star, you're normally together a lot. I don't know if this is a lover, a friend, family, I have no idea. But you're normally, it's good, and now it's not. King of Swords is also the King of Detachment, or taking distance. But it needs to be done. He's not doing it, at least not in the context of this reading. He's not doing this, he or she, I'm not saying the energy attached to you is masculine or male, to talk about the King of Swords. Kind of his own entity on this table at the moment. He's not doing it because it's like, sort of he wants to do it. It's like duty. That's what I'm getting as a duty here. Like, say if you're like married to someone in the military. Now, obviously, they have to go overseas for 3 months, 6 months, years sometimes. They have to go do it. It's their job, but obviously, it causes friction in any connections at home because of the distance. But it's like they're trying to be like making the most of it. I can see an energy just giving you little like bursts of love from a distance, something like that. It doesn't have to be that, you know, the military scenario, but that's kind of the energy that's being carried here between the two of you. Okay, can I get Judgment, please? So yeah, I think you are consciously aware of this person. Judgment. Yeah, the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and yeah, the 8 of Wands. It's difficult. It's hard. It's hard for both of you. You're both finding it stressful. Communication has been strained. It's been strained. But both of you are both kind of trying to be steady for each other. Even though neither of you, well, at least you, Gemini, you don't feel steady at all. Right, could I get the 9 of Pentacles, please? The 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles, the Empress. Because the 9 of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. The 7 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles again. Wow. Okay. It's almost like the energy of like, I didn't sign up for this. That's kind of it. You're like, okay, if I'm going to be on my own, I'll be on my own then. It's kind of like boss energy, but it's also like a little bit deceptive, as in you're trying to prove some kind of point. Like, okay, you've got to go over there, but then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to be myself. It's kind of like that. A little bit. Can I get the 3 of Cups, please? The 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups. Yeah, the Hermit. The King, the Knight of Cups and the 5 of Cups in, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Someone's trying to make up for the deficit of them not being around. It's like they're like, please still love me even though I'm not here. Excuse me, Gemini. Something like that. Whether they're sending that just energetically, I don't know. Or they're giving you the words or something like that. I mean, it will be energetically because they're not in the physical, but at least how they feel is like they're hoping that you are still there when they return. basically. Okay, can I get the Knight of Wands, please? The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. This one wanted to come out. Yeah, the Page of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the World. Oh, jeez. You are like, kind of like, maybe I will be, maybe not. We'll see. For now, you're in we'll see. But at the same time, simultaneously, you're like, but I'm open. So if something comes along that fulfills you more than this, then you're quite willing to go that way. You're just putting yourself first, which is good, Gemini. That's what you should do. When I don't know the circumstances in which there's distance between you and this other energy, but you're like, no, basically, if you have to end it, you will. You're prepared to. You're prepared to end it if that's necessary. It just depends how things pan out. Your patience is getting a little bit thin there. I think maybe this person was supposed to be back by now or fulfill a promise by now. If it's not physical distance, it's something like that. Okay, and they keep saying, oh, but wait. And you're like, yeah, I've been waiting ages. Okay, can I get the Hanged Man, please? The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Oh, that's too many, Hanged Man. Don't be selfish. Okay, Hanged Man, please. Six of Wands. The World. Then the Hanged Man again. You're having a lot of, like, mirroring energies over your readings, Gemini. So at some point, you leave the connection. Or at the very least, you make a big show of leaving the connection. And as you do, this other energy comes around and stops you in your tracks. But you're allowing yourself to be stopped. That's why I said it's a bit of a show of a leave. I think you do intend to. I think you are a bit like, I've had enough now. I'm going to go. It's almost like you're going to go, you're willing to go, but you also kind of want to see what they're going to do if you do go. And something stops you at the door. I don't know if it's them. I don't know if it's something else. I think it's them. Because we've got two Hanged Man. There's a number of ways they could have showed me that. But we've got two Hanged Man, and I think that's your Hanged Man and their Hanged Man. Okay, let's get that Ten of Swords. See what's going on there. Ten of Swords, please. The Nine of Cups. The Emperor. The Devil. Something about both of you have kind of fed into this feeling of the end. So almost like you've maybe overthought things, they've maybe overthought things, maybe they've overgiven or you've overgiven or they've undergiven or you've undergiven or something like that. But both of you thought you were doing what was best for the connection. But actually just made the other person just feel like the end was nigh. You know? So if you take this example of storming out the door, actually, so it's like, could have ended it. Even though in your heart, I don't think you wanted to. And they didn't want you to either. So it's like one thing's happening in the physical, but energetically speaking, something totally different is happening. And that is what's causing the distortion. Basically, communication is not on here. There's no the communication is difficult. In fact, you showed me that back here. 8 of Wands, 10 of Wands. And the Four of Swords, that pretty much sums up like the communication is difficult. People, someone, either you, them, or both of you, are not really expressing how you truly feel. Instead, there might be like you do something hoping they get the hint, or they do something hoping that you'll get the hint. And I think this is probably part of a karmic test because the timing has been delayed, or at least that's what it's over. That's the problem. Something's not come through at a time when You need it, Gemini. Either them just being in your life or doing something for you or sending you something. And you're like, right, okay, well, you've been putting there, you want to put your needs first and put yourself first. I totally get that. As you should, Gemini, as you should. But that's what's causing the, at least in this instance, the misalignment. This person, I think they really want you to be there or want it to appear, but for some reason they cannot. Whereas you're seeing it as they're choosing not to be with you. It's like a wires across here somewhere. It's all kind of down to perspective. Your perspectives are kind of distorted at the minute over what's going on. Can I get the 10 of Wands, please? The 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands. The Knight of Swords. Oh, the 2 of Wands. Sorry. And the Ace of Swords. Finally. Okay, so at some point, I mean, I'm not saying that the thing you're waiting for comes in, but at some point you turn around and you acknowledge that. You're like, right, I've had enough of this struggle. I'm just going to say what's on my mind. Because you can't stay where you are now. You want to move forward regardless. And you know that you can only move forwards in this if the real truths are told. If people stop brushing things under the carpet. Actually face what's making you uncomfortable, about the waiting, about the wondering, about all of that, and, you know, making it maybe question a connection, all the things that are causing this distortion in the connection for you. And this other person's going to have their own distortions as well, that they're also going to want to speak in turn to you. But when you do, it's all about cutting through all the bullshit, all of the struggle. You're directly addressing the thing that's causing this to be a struggle for you. Ace of Swords is the conversation, or at least the idea of doing that. 2 of Wands about options and moving forwards. And then the Knight of Swords, literally running into the 10 of Wands here, just to cut that down. Drop that. Drop it. You just want, there's certain things about this that you want addressing, that you've been biting your tongue a little bit on, Gemini. And you're like, no, I need to just be honest, because you don't know where it might move you to. It might break the connection or it could make the connection. Either way, it's better than staying in this limbo, hanged man energy, which is where you've currently been with whoever or whatever this is. Okay, right, let's pull some universal advice for you there, Taurus. Universal advice. Universal advice for Taurus, please. Universal advice for Taurus. Universal advice for Taurus. Universal advice for Taurus, please. One more shuffle. 9 of Vessels in reverse. Yeah, you're not happy, or at least you're not feeling fulfilled, but you need something to break through that. Sorry, I did turn this around. We've got the Shaman in reverse as well, and we have the Moon on Water in reverse. Lots of reversal. We can get lots of reversals out of this deck. I'm going to go sort through it again, but to be honest, I sort through it through every reading, and I shuffle the hell out of it. I mean, look, these are all like the right way. I don't know. The universe does what it does, Gemini. Okay, it makes sense though in the reading, though. Of course, it's going to. There's a feeling of disempowerment. Like it's almost like you're like, I can't do anything about this, but you've got the Moon in reverse, which means yeah, you can. The answer's within you. You just got to go digging for it, Gemini, a little bit. And the answer of what you can do about it might not be one that you like as well. 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, sometimes what we want to do and what we need to do are 2 different things. Sometimes doing the right thing could be the hardest thing that you ever do, Gemini. It's one of those things in life. But I mean, the universe is telling you here the timing has been delayed. It doesn't mean that what you're waiting for isn't coming through. But what you need in the meantime is clear communication, so that you're both on the same page and you know what your expectations are and your boundaries. And you communicate that you're very near the end of your tether with whatever's going on here for you, Gemini. And you are about to take action. And no, you are not powerless. You're only powerless in so much as you don't believe in yourself, first and foremost. And while you're in this unhappy, negative, feeling empty state, that's only going to get worse. So start trying to fill your own cups just a little bit. bit, or at least enough so that you can go within and see exactly where it is that your strengths are and how, you know, you can control and enact your side of this partnership. Because partnership, it involves two energies, Gemini. You're 50% of it. So it's up to you on that side of things. You do have some say and where it goes. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot. Give us a thumbs up if the reading resonated with you. Thank you for your energy. And until next time, Gemini, take care.